There weren't any buttercups with inside the Zeb Select fork, so love the bike, but 160 on the front, 150 on the rear. I don't think you're getting the most out of the capability of the bike. So I've actually put a new air spring in here, new Debonair plus air spring in there to take up to 170 on the front. And so you're thinking, well, I've got 150 on the rear and 170 on the front, which is a bit out of balance. So I have bought these beauties. So these replace your existing swing arm links that are on the bike. So these replace these sections here. Okay, not quite as well machined or as sexy looking, so he's got like these nice cutouts, but what these do is actually they keep the progression, they keep the shock linear. So basically it's got the same, it acts the same way, but what it does is that by the position that it angles the shock to, you get an extra centimetre of travel. So it'll be 160 on the rear, 170 on the front, and obviously you get a step-by-step fitting guide. So these are by Pedal Hounds, a UK company. There is, I think, a company that make one called Swing Link. This is a UK company. They're about £199 for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit this now, following the instructions. Pretty straightforward. And put it on the bike. So that's going to increase the travel and kind of almost like bridge the gap between my Kenevo travel wise and the Levo trail bike. And then the next job after that is I'm going to replace the RockShox Select. So I think it's just a Deluxe Select. It's not even a Super, so I'm going to replace that with, I was thinking of a Vivid Air, but they're so hard to get hold of and so expensive, so I'm going to replace this with the RockShox Super Deluxe RCT2 shock on there, so get more adjustability. So that's coming in the next few days. In the process, it's quite simple. You undo these bolts, so you need to put an Allen key in, 4mm Allen key in at the back, there's a 6mm Allen key in the front, and just undo them. Normal threaded direction, so from this side it's anti-clockwise. And then you very carefully take out these little spacers. Okay, so they're right and left side dependent, so I've put them in exactly the same format that they've come out. So that one is the back, that one is the front, same with the bolts. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to undo this, same here, undo here, and then obviously slacken off that bolt slightly, just to give a bit of, make it a bit loose. And then these are obviously going to be replaced with the new ones, which angle the shock in a different way and give that extra centimetre of travel. So quite a straightforward upgrade. 6 bolts to undo, 6 bolts to do back up. Just make sure you take your time, follow the process carefully, and just go easy when you're torquing them back up again as well, because these are carbon. Obviously you don't have to be squishing them. So I've now done the reverse process, taking it down, that one up tight. Then I've put the washers in with a bit of grease. So there we go. So I've just put these pins through. So I just need to put Loctite on these 2 last screws, and then put them in, put the back wheel on, and everything should be good. Extra 10 centimetres of travel. Doesn't sound a lot, but it does make a difference, especially when you got 170 on the front. 170 to 150 is a big difference. So nearly there. And although they're not as quite well cut out as the genuine Specialized ones, they don't actually look too bad once they're on. Don't really notice there's no cutout section, and it blends in similar kind of type of black finish to the this piece here. So yeah, pretty good, pretty happy.